Hey guys, today we're going to make a video on testing some bulbs. Today I was working on the well lights. I did the landscape job today, and I installed the 3 low voltage well lights and stuff like that. So it went pretty well. The first well light I didn't really do so well on, so the first one I'll have to fix the first one when I go back there. But the other two I got them in pretty well. But we're gonna make a video on some of the bulbs. So what I decided to do is I want to check some bulbs and stuff like that. So I took a few. I took 2 bulbs from the backyard, and we're gonna see if they work. So they are halogen. These are both halogen bulbs. So I'm gonna show you the bulbs that I took from the backyard that we're gonna test today. So we're going to test the old GE. This is a GE par 36 35 watt halogen bulb. This bulb was manufactured in February of 2011, which that's pretty old. Made in the USA. That's the best part. It's a good quality bulb. So now one of their bulbs in the front sadly broke. So I'm kind of hoping that this old GE 35 watt one works. Because it needs to be replaced. Because one of the new well lights that I put in broke, and hopefully this bulb works. We'll see if it does work. So I will do a video. I'll do a part 1 and part 2 on this. So if this one works, I'll replace the bulb that broke in the front with this one. I'll give this one back to them and replace it. And then I got this one that I also grabbed as well. So this is I don't know what brand this one is. This is I don't know if this is a Philips or a GE. Let's see if it really has an etch. Oh, actually, you know what? It is a Sylvania. I don't know if you can see that. It is it's a brand by Sylvania. It is a Osram. It's a Osram 12 volt, 20 watt halogen BI pin bulb. So this one's a pretty old one as well. Now I grabbed 2 of these. The one that I grabbed was burnt out, which the halogen capsule was, it was broken. It was snapped off. This one is still connected, so I have a feeling that this one still works. So we're gonna do a part 1 and a part 2 on this. So part 1, this is gonna be part 1, and first bulb I'm gonna test out the Osram BI pin 20 watt halogen bulb. So we're going to go ahead and test this one out right now and see if it works. So I do have a pathway light that we're going to test it out with. So I'm going to get everything situated here. Let's see, my cord reaches, and we'll do the pathway light. Rearrange some things here. Let's see. The lid. That. So part 2 we'll test the par 36 bulb in. So let's see. We'll do the camera right here. Move the par 36 bulb off to the side because we're going to do a video on that one in part 2. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and connect up the path light. And then what we'll do is, after we connect up the pathway light, then we can test out those bulbs. So yeah, it'll be really cool. So let me see here. Go ahead and wire this up real quick. I gotta take these connectors off. This is one of the pathway lights that I'm not using because sadly this one got damaged. So since this one got damaged, we're just going to be using this as my new test light for testing the BI pin halogen bulbs. So what I mean by got damaged, this got, as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, is this got bent and the plastic lens shattered. So that's what I mean by that. So that's why this one is a parts light. So I use this light for parts, and I also use it for testing bulbs. So we'll test the bulb in this one and see if it works. So I did do a video on testing 35 watt BI pin halogen bulbs, and those ones are really bright. The 20 watt ones are pretty bright as well, but I could tell that obviously the 35 watt ones seemed a little bit brighter because of course they're 35 watts. These are the bulb that we're going to test is 20 watts. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do is we'll also wear a glove. So we're going to put on a glove when you're handling the BI pin halogen bulbs. It only applies to the BI pins and open Dicro MR16 bulbs. So grab that out. So when I did remove this bulb, I did remove it safely with a glove, because obviously you don't want to touch this with your bare hands. So because if this bulb still works, you know, just don't touch it with your bare hands, because it's uh-oh, what happened? Let me see, what was that? Oh, shoot. What? Oh, no. Shoot, I don't know if this bulb's safe to test now, because I don't know if you could see that. When I was trying to put it in the socket, it kind of broke. I don't know if this bulb's safe to test now. I mean, I guess we could try and still test it, but it's like, I'll have to be very careful with this now. Yeah, it just broke. Part of this bulb just broke, so I would definitely be cautious with this, especially for part of it that just broke. So we are going to attach the hood onto it. Yeah. Because I have a feeling that maybe this bulb's going to blow up now since part of it broke, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. So let's just hope that it doesn't blow up. I don't think it's going to blow up, but it's just part of the bulb kind of broke, so we'll see what happens. Let's see. It's just I'm just kind of hoping that nothing goes wrong, but we'll see what happens. At least the good thing is we're testing this over a shade, over the glass shade. So, oh shoot, hold on a sec. So, because I mean, I don't even know if this bulb's gonna work at all or not. So, chances are this bulb might be shot anyways. But the halogen capsule was still intact, so it's like, well, I think it might work, but as I said, you never know. Yeah, where's the third screw? It's just I'm just kind of worried about that since that kind of snapped. The glass kind of broke from that. It's like I'm a little nervous to try it out. I don't want to, you know, like cause a lighting issue. Yeah, see that sits up higher? I don't know. We'll see. Now, when you're testing bulb, do this at your own risk. Oh! Well, look at that. It still works. Well, that's the good news, is that bulb actually still works. So that's good. I was afraid that it wasn't going to work since, well, that happened. The piece of the glass broke off, but it still works. Which that is pretty surprising. That's good. This bulb, the oscillum, still works. So there you go. Look at that. Now I wasn't really, I don't know if I would trust running this full time now since a part of it broke, but I mean, like, what would happen is if this was actually, you know, kind of broken, it would, you know. Yeah, this bulb seems as bright as that 35-watt one, so yeah. Well, there we go. The Osram 20-watt, 12-volt bulb still works, so, yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, and have a great day. And stay tuned for part 2, where we try out the GE Par 36 halogen flood bulb.